Hey, buddy, watch this.
Yeah, let's keep a weapons project against Rogue. Not that I care about shutting down their weapon necessarily, just like armor against Rogue can matter a lot. I'm also gonna need just a lot of, you know, resource removal, counter tempo type stuff, but life matters too. Life basically buys me time to answer their crazy tempo plays. When they go for Togwaggle, when they go for Galakrond, I'm gonna need some buffer time to catch back up.
Just hit 31 months.
Oh my God, David Hasselhoff, dude, what is up, man? Good to see you, sir. My mom loves you, so she'll definitely want to know. She'll definitely want to hear. She's probably watching right now. Pretty interesting opener here with double quartermaster. That does buy me the life that I talked about. I think that's good. We got some resource generation with Spellkin. We got some options here with improved morale. Seal Fate doing its thing. Sure. I think we just go quartermaster, faceless Lackey again, just to create some stats on board, make my opponent think about him. I mean, yeah, they get seal fated. That
Here
sucks,
are 100
but
bits
it's okay.
your mom. She raised you well, good sir.
Thanks, David Hasselhoff. I agree, man. You guys can spam it in chat. I mean, that's welcome, of course. But we currently have a Discover card in hand if this lives, which is really cool. Oh, it's not gonna live. Sad. My opponent knows. We could also have made more with Lackeys, right? Ethereal Lackey, that sort of thing. But that's okay. Cobalt Spellkin will be just fine here, I think. I don't feel a ton of pressure to react to like this miscreants or anything. We could, I guess, with improved morale, clean it up a little. Well, he buffed it. That makes me feel a little more compelled to. Yeah, maybe. Even Goblin Lackey Snip Snap's not bad against that, so maybe we'll do that as well to trade across more of the board. Feel a little bit better about those
Weird
trades.
at 26.2 much sent me a message saying you were actually a master chess player and you were just trying to hustle us.
Well, that makes sense because Papa Regis probably believes that given how much he lost in chess to me. That would be, he probably is suspicious of that fact because he used to get owned on the regular. Throwing shade at Papa Regis, man. Oh, there's Papa Regis right there, spamming green Regis. There you go. Called out for throwing shade here. Oh boy. Alrighty. Mana Worm in the house. Not something we want to linger on. We'll try to kill it if we can, which it seems like we'll be able to fairly effectively here. Maybe outside of a weapon up, I guess challenges a little. It's not too bad still though. Oh, that's high. Challenges even more. But I still have 3 on board, so yeah, we're fine. Let's start with the Boom Squad, although maybe we play in a Cobalt Spellkin for like a Shield Slam or something instead. Yeah, we can also Goblin Lackey now. Ooh, Shield Slam or Goblin Lackey. Yeah, let's just Goblin Lackey. I do, though, I have a bit of a pickle here. I think I'm actually just gonna leave up the SI. I don't think I really care about the SI, right? The SI is really the least threatening of these, and 3 damage is not a big deal, and I get 2 damage face anyway, so. Plus I leave some Mechs on board for potential Zilliax shenanigans. I like this better. Regis versus Zilay chess match. I'm sure Zilay like actually knows chess. I don't know anything about chess. Like I said, I would get just absolutely demolished by anyone who knew anything about chess. If he knows any kind of opening moves or just, I don't even know what to say about chess. I'm totally clueless. Zilay takes me to the kind of guy who would like read up on chess though. I know before the Battlegrounds tournament that we did, like back in November, Zilay was like hardcore studying Battlegrounds with Surrender, his teammate, like just trying to almost algorithmically or mathematically like solve Battlegrounds in a way. And I was like, I don't know, I think it's more of an art, man. I don't really know if it's a science. There's obviously some science to it, but it's so flexible that it's a bit of an art too, I think. I'm not convinced Battlegrounds is solvable as such. Weapons project here, definitely looking a little better. We could Cobalt Spellkin first again, see what we find. This guy's giving me a lot of value. Another Shield Slam is awesome. I don't really want to use these yet, though. I may need to save one for like an Edwin or something. Yeah, I think Weapons Project's fine. Again, he does get weapon value, obviously. I don't have a Harrison yet, but We're just checking the board with it, still retaining plenty of armor to do things with Shield Slam. We also have Dr. Boom Shield Slam now as well for a instant spike as needed, which is cool. Could still brawl anything scary. Now he can go Togwaggle here, but at 7 mana they can't anyway, right? They can just play Lackey and Togwaggle regardless, so leaving one up is not nearly so punishing. Zalay was a state regional chess champion in high school. Yes, then he would absolutely, I wouldn't even be remotely close. Wouldn't even be close.
I will act as your scale, Dragon Lord.
Not too big or bad or scary there. Still putting a lot of time and energy into this Cobalt Spellkin. He already sapped it once, and now he's face tanking it, backstabbing it, and trading a minion into it. I think we have to say we got some ridiculous value there. For sure. I think I'm gonna have to go Rusty Recycler here, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and Shield Slam this guy, but I don't have a lot to do. I guess I can upgrade to spend some mana. And I need to open some board space as well. So I know upgrade's better on Livewire Lance, but we're just dealing with what we're dealing with right now. Okay, so Voon will now add 2 additional cards to hand, which again, hand size is currently a bit restricted. But I think we're probably going to go Dr. Boom next turn in most cases, regardless, to open up the Omega Assembly. I mean, obviously, if he builds out some ridiculous board, we're not going to be able to have that luxury. But in most cases, a Dr. Boom here will be sufficient, I'd say. A 7/5 may be just not ridiculous enough to go to Dr. Boom. Like, we'll still theoretically have 10 armor after this. I hate to leave the Draconid out to just die to that, so I think if I am going to play this, I am going to Shield Slam. Let's go ahead and play the Attorney Rover too. Even though it has Rush with Dr. Boom regardless, just having stats on board is really nice. Okay, so the Waxadread does potentially create some problems for me in the late game where it maybe could theoretically be like a fatigue, infinite resource generator problem. That said, I think we would still overwhelm with counter pressure via mech generation from Dr. Boom and all of our Omega assemblies and resource generators, that it wouldn't really be a problem ever anyway. But, you know, just something to keep in mind. Back of the mind kind of thought process. Ooh, jeez. Well, that's not good. I'm gonna have to face tank that, I think. Ouch. Man, shockingly impactful turn. What is that? Oh, Witchy Lackey is going to make that worse, probably. It's much lower attack. I mean, I guess it's sort of 4 attack right now. God, I feel like I'm playing... I feel like I'm playing freaking... like I'm playing Battlegrounds right now. Yeah, let's open here, even though we don't have the boom yet. We might have just some amazing play that we decide we have to do. Dynamatic is not that play. Even with the Skaterbot, is it that play? It's close, right? Because there's 9 on board. This deals 5. So it leaves this at 4, which Skaterbot does allow me to kill that. It would leave up just the 3/1, which I could weapon down. I think that actually might be the play. Okay. It saves Dr. Boom again with nothing to do next turn, but that's okay. I think this just lines up a little too well, right? Certainly don't mind tanking the 3 here. Gain the armor back soon anyway. Replacement for Voon, really just anything anything that's good, like your best card, right? Or drop. I don't know that this deck is competitive enough yet to make recommendations, but just whatever your good cards are. I have not bought the bundle with 24 packs yet, but we probably will. That one seems like a good deal. I didn't think the Mage bundle seemed compelling to me at all as somebody who has all the Mage cards. I mean, there might be a small subset of players who it makes sense for, but I don't think of one of them. But the 24 back bundle, it makes more sense. It's just a fun one first off because it's wild cards. You get to kind of reminisce, but beyond that, it's just a little bit more efficient from a money to dust standpoint. Are there only 2 duplicates in this deck? No, there's like 12. You're looking at the kind of updated deck list after we've already drawn, you know, 15 cards or 13 cards. All of these are doubles. Double. It's
This guy's a toast.
I don't know, there's probably like 12 doubles or something. At least 10. Double time. No, we talked about making this Highlander anyway, but we're not even close, so we're not in the market for that at the moment. Yeah, Dr. Boom now is good. He didn't really do a lot this gonna go ahead and clear that. It kind of feels like a waste of that weapon charge in a lot of ways, but now that we have Livewire Lance in hand anyway, it's like, well, we might as well. So now we have Rusty Recycler with Lifesteal and Taunt and Rush, which is cool. We have value generation off our hero power next turn, which is sweet. Our opponent has made it through one power turn, but didn't do anything super scary, right? Like, it's just Galakrond. That was it. Didn't even attack with a weapon. So I don't know. He needs to attack the weapon soon, or we're gonna hit that weapons project and deny the weapon if he's not careful. He may end up forgetting that and be like, oh, whoops, whoopsie. This is kind of cool. Our Voon right now a little stranded. I definitely don't care about, you know, copying a Fey Wing. We didn't have time to play it when there was a little bit more value in hand. Oh, man. Okay. Guess he goes for the 8/8 here, maybe? Maybe he goes for the buff. I don't know. I guess you could go for the 5 face damage, too, if you're just invested on chipping me down at this stage. Wouldn't be bad. I'd get some value off that lifesteal finally. Goes for the 2/2. Okay. I think that does make my Brawl a little weaker. That said, it does feel like Brawl might still be the move. What do I do if I Brawl in the 6/6 wins, right? That's one challenge. Can always play the Rusty Recycler to kill anything smaller with, or just use my weapon, frankly, as well. And I have a weapons project now as well on his weapon, which is probably worth it. Hero power first? We can, but that just restricts lines, right? If I wanted to go for like a Rusty Recycler, we get kind of limited. I mean, we can see what's in the box. Replicating Menace does trade pretty well into a lot of stuff after Brawl, but I don't have the mana, right? Trades interestingly as well. I don't know. Let's just put this down and hope for the best. We have enough health that I think we're okay. I don't even really know if I need the 3/3. I don't know if that attack went off. Apparently not. Okay, cool. Brawl animation's really fast. I'm gonna blame Allie's raid on that. I'm gonna hold all of you guys responsible. All the Allie viewers, it's on you guys. That's why we missed that attack. It's really not the end of the world. I would have preferred to have it dead, but it's not like you can't play a Togwaggle anyway, right? Okay. If he doesn't attack here, we're still gonna get some weapons project value, I think. We definitely have some Rusty Recycler value. Happy to get some life gain on the armor up here. All of those things look rather nice. We also have a Warpath, which is fairly efficient at resolving this board, right? Everything being at 3 health or less, but still allow me to armor up. We're playing, by the way, if you don't know what the heck's going on, I don't blame you. It's weird. We're playing what I'm calling kind of a 1-mana control warrior. It's focusing on a lot of different 1-mana resource generation style cards. And what that means is Boom Squad, Omega Assembly, Improved Morale, even Cobalt Spelkin is making 1-mana cards, but also, you know, just a control warrior package with a lot of value and resource generation. But 1-mana warrior's kind of been our hidden name for it. Had seen the video about the cards you won't miss when it rotates. Personally, I would have thought Void Contract and Mechathune would be on the list. I probably won't miss those particularly much, but, you know, I just had to pick my 10. It's not like only the cards on the list are the ones I'm not going to miss. I agree, both of those are kind of annoying. Mechathune, I think, is sort of good for the game to have those alternate win condition cards. So I guess, in a way, I'd miss Mechathune, but maybe not him specifically. Just I think those cards need to exist. Highkeeper Raw is that way a little bit with Mogu Cultist, so that maybe is a replacement. I think my opponent's hand at this stage is mostly just, like, burst damage. Because he still has a lot of the Galakrond stuff, I think, it's 0 mana. I guess we haven't been paying super close attention, but it seems like he does. And I think we might just have so much health that he's struggling to play those cards just because it's like, well, what do I do with these now? Stuck. Harrison is good. Okay. Yeah, let's open with Harrison. Does maybe strand me a little bit on killing that Waxadread is the only concern. Because currently, I mean, I can with my face and the... The 1/1's here, but I don't really want to.
Wow, 32 months.
It's not the dream
That's
scenario.
like 5 years.
But I could hit like Omega Devastator, for instance, right? Omega Assembly also often gives me a line here to kill that more efficiently. Even a Turning Rover Isn't too bad. Okay. It always summons an Eternium Rover to kill this. I love it. There is a small argument that you could value trade the Eternium Rover here and theoretically gain 6 total off of it and just face tank the 7, but I'm not willing to risk that, right? There's a chance it dies in a single hit, and then you've had a pretty significant net loss in health, which would be unfortunate. Mighty Rye, oh my god, oh come on, dude. I mean, I know that's gonna be coming out most turns, and didn't get a single piece of footage for YouTube. It's just absolutely garbage, just garbage. He has 2. Does he have 2 Lackey? Oh, maybe. Oh, he did play 2. Oh, I didn't realize those were separate ones. Oh, you're right. It's actually far more likely. That could be an issue for us as well down the line. A little bit nervous about that. Oh, man. Rusty Recycler plus War Gear later is going to be ridiculous. Currently, Safeguard doesn't look great. So maybe we can find a mech off Hero Power here that creates a better line. Replicating Menace definitely trades a little better. Mechathun's not a win condition, so not even thinking about that right now. I don't love this at all. Let's just equip this, even though we lose a charge. I'm worried about 2 things. Hand size, because I may still want a Voon, but also mana, and I may need Lackeys soon. Because I'm feeling a little bit stretched, and these Waxadreads are becoming a big problem. I don't know if I'm eventually going to be able to answer 2 of those every time. I'm nervous that we're not ever swinging hard enough. It's tough. No, you're right. I put losses on YouTube a lot, but there just weren't any good games. Like, nothing was fun or interesting. Or we've actually had already a few good games tonight, including this one. This one's also been pretty fantastic. So even though this deck is not winning every game, we've had some really good losses. Or I'm scared this one's trending to a loss anyway. Because I don't know if we'll be able to answer that 7-5 times 2 every time. Plus just infinite Lackeys. Like, Rogue has this problem where they can go infinite against you. It's like, oh, guys, come on. We're supposed to be the infinite resource stack, and their hero power does it darn near as well. Because ethereal Lackeys or iconic Lackeys just keep making stuff, right?
Boy, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Sinister Strike, I guess, just dropping cards here. Oh, Edwin, I see. I see. We need a brawl, man. I don't have a brawl, chat. Yeah, Tinta, you might be right. We ran out of time. But for the record, it's super lame to call out other people in chat for not being a jerk like you were. Look, it's okay to say there are misplays too. Just don't be a jerk about it, maybe. Yeah, we're dead, guys. I don't know, man. I don't even have time to resolve these animations. I don't know. We could do that too. Should have attacked actually, but I think we're just dead. I don't think I can live with a 12-8 Edwin and the Waxadreads incoming. I think you're trying to say like I'm smarter than everybody else, but it just makes you look ruder than everybody else because they probably spotted it too. They were just trying to be nice, right? So you only think you have gained superiority in is like lack of decorum, right? Lived long enough that now we actually have some lines with mech trades, right? But we could go dirigible Lackey for 7. Okay. So let's see what's in here. Titanic Lackey's interesting. Might be a better option. Another dirigible's fine. So now that we're at 21, I'm a little bit nervous, right? I'm a little bit nervous. We had been avoiding this burst damage problem, but now I'm stressed about it. Now I'm worried that we're gonna lose. Downs Panda says, hey Reedus, just figured you should know I haven't even opened Twitch in a very long time because a particular popular streamer is very rude and made a very traumatic experience for me. I'm sorry, dude. That's always tough. I'll say, you know, obviously we don't know why. Hopefully you didn't do anything to encourage them or, you know, cause that. But either way, it's hard as a streamer sometimes to connect the humanity to the viewer. A lot of times it just feels like names, you know. All right, well, Kaboom's good to pop that shield. We can definitely slam a War Gear into it as well to clear the board. Wish I had a little bit more way to gain life, though, right? That's 7 mana. It only opens up 1 spot in hand for this assembly. So that doesn't really help me much. I may just assembly anyway here. And hope that we can play something. Maybe I just slam a Titanic Lackey. Worst case scenario. Yeah, I have to. Okay. I mean, this is fine, right? It's a 5-2. It's a 5-2, which, you know, it's dead to Kobold Lackey. It doesn't often do much work for us, but it does at least a little. No Waxadreads are good. That buys me a little time. Unpowered Steambot, it's probably not too bad. Probably not too bad. Yeah, we're waiting on this guy eventually, but like I said, well, maybe I should have gone that turn with it, actually. I wanted to hit the button because of the Divine Shield, so we wouldn't have mana. I would have had to face tank the Divine Shield, and I would have had to leave up a 1/1. But that might actually still be worth it. It's worth considering, for sure. Worth considering. I don't think I like that better, but... yeah, I don't know. If you face tank anyway, you kind of negate the healing regardless. I don't think I like that better just yet. Don't burn Ziliax. 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 Now I can do this again, though. This actually might be the perfect turn for it. This looks like a fantastic turn. That's a heal 7. Oh my god. He's just going. Oh my god, he's gonna shuffle Leroy in. Wow, I love it. Okay, that's cool. I'm not gonna hate on that. That's amazing. That's really cool. Okay. Was he gonna try? Oh my god, I burned Ziliax. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, the sap into the burn Ziliax is beautiful. Since both saps, or at least both natural saps, obviously there can be more. But since both natural saps are gone, I think I'm gonna value every point of life with that double Ziliax. So in other words, I'm gonna attack here and attack here instead of the other way around, right? So I could preserve health on my minion instead of my face, but given the triple Leroy in hand, eventually, I'm going to preserve health on my face instead of the minion. Now, arguably, one could easily deduce and suggest that, like, well, it's the same difference. This is going to heal you either way. But there's a cap on life. Well, it's not a good argument. But anyway, this just dies to so many things from Rogue, right? Like, they can just assassinate this, and it's just like, it didn't heal you at all, so... or, you know, flick it, for instance. It doesn't heal you at all. So just take that every point of life that you can and be done with it. So here I like Safeguard, I think. Oh, never mind. Safeguard's less good. Maybe just Dirigible. Dirigible, Titanic Lackey is not bad. Let's develop some more of a threat. And it's just clean from a mana curve standpoint. So, okay. So we're getting to the stage where, you know, we're going to have all Leroys and Waxadreads facing off against us. The Waxadreads have been gone for a while, by the way, which is pretty baller. Fatigue, we're behind, so we do have to, like, win a board eventually, which he's getting lower and lower on resources, and we're going to keep building more and more mech assets. So I think that's about to start happening, right? I think we're going to start flipping the board here in a moment. I'm actually probably just going to clear that and hit him for 12. And then, like... well, I don't know, actually. Maybe we go Gyrocopter. Clear a couple things. Oh, shoot. That makes it harder now. I need a cheaper mech with attack. So this can dome for 12. Oh my god, it's going into the... yeah, okay. Sure. I'd like to hit the button and see what we find. That could really change things. Because I have enough mana anyway to play a 6-drop and hit the button, right? Turning Rover gains me more life, but I have life right now. I think I'm going to do this. I just go to the dome, right? We need to start putting pressure into in this game or we're not going to win. I think we just go to Ritual, right? Okay. I need to create some counter pressure here. This is also going to create pressure. There might be instances where I could just leave up the Waxadreads and have him take fatigue as well. Okay, so that could be 3 Leroys very easily. I wonder if he's instead going to go for summoning legendaries. I would definitely consider it. I would think about crown here instead of candle wand. Excuse me, wand. Keep wanting to say candle. Where's my Waxadreads? Yeah, we've gotten a break on the Waxadreads for sure. Okay, so he's foregoing playing it now. That does leave me a little bit up in the air on what it is. I don't really know what it is now. Boy. Also, I kind of don't really want to have to kill this Togwaggle right now. All right, I guess I don't mind this one having stealth. So maybe we do this. I don't want this to have stealth, though. It won't function as a taunt, right? That'd be bad. I need the taunt. I think these have a little bit more threat as a bounce unit. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, though. Man, maybe I should have just let... Oh, maybe I should have went face. I don't actually have a 2-turn lethal right now. I would have with the 2/6 attacks. Uh-oh. That might be a boo-boo. We have a live wire lance draw. It's a 1 and 3, but that might be a boo-boo, chat. If you can answer this easily anyway, you can just kill the 6-1, so it doesn't really matter, but... Oh my god, those are all full mana Leroys. Maybe. They could also be Waxadread dudes. But full mana Leroys aren't that scary, right? They're not unscary. But I wouldn't say they're as scary. We don't have any lethals. So I'm just gonna do this. Clear and attack face for 6. Play the safeguard. And I think we're good. Because worst case is they're Leroys, right? I mean, they're not necessarily Leroys, but very often they could be a Waxadread candle actually, which would be fine because he'd have to spend 5 mana. But if they're Leroys, worst case, they're still 5 mana. So he plays 2. He clears a 6/5 here. I only have a 4/4 of those. So I still don't actually have a lethal setup. Although, no, I'd have a bunch of whelps. So I would still have a lethal setup. Yes, we'd still be fine. For sure. That's a Leroy off the top. And this is a Leroy. Okay. Yeah, so they all are 5 mana Leroys. Which is, again, fine. That just gives us lethal. That's perfect. Woo! Good God. Oh my goodness. Woo! Scary game, dude. Oh my god. Scary game. Wow. Okay. Druid. This is a really good token Druid answer. I wouldn't suggest this is nearly as good against Embiggen Druid. I might save this brawl regardless, though. It's not bad against Embiggen Druid necessarily. It's not as good against like 2 bigger things, which is what Embiggen Druid's about, but it at least gives me that option against token Druid sometimes, and it's still okay. So, let's do it. Embiggen Druid it is. Okay. Well, that's scarier for sure. Armor is less likely to matter in this matchup as opposed to having good plays, I think. So let's just go for the resource generation. The problem is, if he's all 10 attack minions anyway, what difference is 2 armor in the scheme of things? It's very rarely going to meaningfully change the breakpoints. This is a deck that's trying to squeeze out tiny little increments of damage over and over again. Like, yeah, okay, sure. That damage probably matters, but in most cases, I don't think that's going to be how it plays out against Embiggen Druid. I don't really know if there's any advantage to attacking here necessarily. There could be, but since I have Mechs and Magnetic in the deck, I'm gonna chill on it for now and hope that it's kind of the same payoff here. Oh my god. Oh Lord, why? What are you doing to me, you madman? Oh boy. Oh boy, I think we lost already, guys. Oh, terrible result there. Oh my god. Swipe just eats my whole board now. That's not a 4-drop, man. He got double Breath of Dreams, Strength of Numbers, and I got Psycho Pump off the Evolve. Great news. We might still have enough stuff. Executives, man, yeah, I don't know. It's still on the plan. Still part of the goal. I don't know, dude. I need more time. I've actually entertained hiring a full-time editor, or at least more full-time editor for gameplay videos to help facilitate more stream time. That's something I've thought about this week, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not promising anything. That's certainly not a guarantee. Just it's something I've entertained to help facilitate more streams and more fun on stream and more goofiness on stream, etc. We'll see. We'll see. Are drops still enabled? I don't know, man. I don't think so based on what I heard about the dates, but it usually says kind of down there below the title somewhere. It sort of says that. So check and see if it says it. Somebody in chat can help you probably determine that as well. Okay, cool. We're just in. Oh, well, that is enough of a low roll that perhaps we can hang in here. Interesting. Brawl already is probably unnecessary. Let's see what Lackey we get first, because like a Kobold Lackey could be pretty cool. Although this is a little bit more mana dependent, I guess. Ethereal Lackeys are nice. Well, I didn't know I needed this many, but sure. Sure. Ramming speed. Oh, okay. Interesting. Shield slam. Not helpful now. I don't even really think I want to use the ramming speed right now, because if it hits the evasive worm, we've kind of done nothing in a way. I guess I could still weapons project it down. Ramming speed is probably going to be worth it despite a lot of the campy targeted stuff. I think I still like ramming speed. Let's see what this does. Warpath, definitely going to be a strong removal option, I think. I don't really mind giving my opponent a weapon. Just need to deal with his minions, and the armor's a net 0 if he's attacking my face. If he's attacking my minions, I don't really care anyway. That's fine. It kind of saves me life, so. Okay. Fey Wing is not warpathable unless I use my weapon yet. Don't really want to commit a brawl just yet either, I don't think, though. I can make a decision after seeing this boom squad. It definitely feels too early to brawl. Although, that said, how often is Druid going to have more than like 2 minions on board, right? But we have the ramming speed for that instance. Maybe we can get away with just a Cobalt Spelkin here in an attack. Or maybe just attack Steel Ranger already is the move. Save the Warpath for later. But Warpath, I feel like gets worse and worse over time as well, because minions are pretty big. So let's go ahead and utilize the Warpath and just attack. It doesn't feel good. I go down to 2 armor, which means I'm going to lose some armor and stuff, but I mean, armor options, but I don't really have shield slams right now anyway. I could get one off Cobalt Spelkin, but at the moment, we're devoid of those regardless, so. Shield slam the 5-3. You must be commenting on YouTube a lot. So many YouTube comments about targeting can't be targeted minions. I even despite him being in Druid, I think it is something people kind of forgot existed or was a thing. Or maybe people are just so interested in being corrective on YouTube that they forego any kind of thought beforehand, which I think is often the case. They just really, really want to correct you a lot. That's something I've seen quite commonly on YouTube, so maybe it's more about that, right? Alrighty, yeah, this is fine for now. I wish we could also play a Cobalt Spelkin, because I think I'm gonna whiff a little bit of this follow-up. I don't want to equip the Livewire Lance yet. Maybe I do. Armor up is helpful, but I guess actually just spending this mana now is a little bit more helpful, isn't it? Yeah. I don't want to get the Lackey yet. I don't need it. I'd rather just utilize all the charges, but I guess it is a little more valuable. Why is my weapon not sheathed right now? The sheathing animation failed. Is that happening a lot? You think they'll make it a keyword? Well, I don't know, but I did find it a little suspicious that all of those cards were called evasive, right? Like, so many of the new cards are evasive, and they have the can't be targeted effect. So that sure made me think, like, oh, maybe they're planning for evasive to be the keyword, right? But I haven't seen evidence of that. It just seems possible, right? The Cobalt Spelkin gives me some options here. Maybe we just attack face to see what the Lackey's about. Oh, Whirlwind and Charge, huh? I mean, obviously he can kill a Snip Snap, but why? You know, just why? What does that help? Oh, this is also This is also gonna do the same thing. Okay. I don't know. I don't think this is worth whirlwinding yet, right? You could also charge this too, but why, right? But why? Why are dragons so good in battlegrounds? Because they scale. Oh boy. That's how it feels to be you, huh? Okay, so unfortunately, tucking all this away is making Brawl awkward. It's making Warpath awkward. Yeah. I think since we can, we should probably do this. It just feels really bad. Because basically, I have to face tank this still, right? I do get to armor up out of it at least, but it just sucks. If I had attacked in the wrong order there, we wouldn't have got to armor up, but that just feels so bad. And now I'm just like out of interesting plays. I mean, I have Grand Lackey into Goblin Lackey, so we can always kick off a train here and see what happens, but I don't feel good about that option. But nonetheless, I mean, you know, he's got an empty board. We have a little bit of health to work with. He doesn't have any crazy power spikes coming that we're aware of. So, you know, it's not the end of the world, maybe. Oh, that's a power spike. Whoopsie. You jinxed it. You jinxed it, Reach. All right. Let's just go for Grand Lackey and pretend we're not going to die after this. And, you know, hope for the best, basically. We can definitely make some plays, so. Twin Tyrant's the most reactive to the board, so sure. We're not going to be playing it now, obviously. But yeah, this helps that trade get some value. Sure. Locks up my board a tad. That's going to be amazing for Ziliax, actually. Yeah, my board just got too full, sadly. We could give this charge if I wanted to. Just run it in here to make space. Or maybe just run it into the 5/5 to make space. Okay. We lose 1 mana for another Lackey generation, but we gain a value trade set up on the taunt, and we gain some board space to summon another minion, right? So now we got a 2/3 as well. Lynx doesn't have a second swipe. I mean, we're fairly well positioned on board. Sadly, it looks like he might have the exact right mana breakpoints to activate that, which is tough at 10 mana. You have to have exactly 2 5-drops. Oh my god. Well, Brawl sets up a lot better here now. I think he'll probably go face with what he can and trade into 2 units, which sets me up for a pretty nice Brawl. We might have a good Twin Tyrant we could force. I mean, let me think about it, right? Let's see. We could kill the Ziliax. No, it doesn't seem like it, right? We're always going to leave up something if we do that. It's just got to be a Brawl. And then hopefully we win. If not, hopefully the 7/5 doesn't win so that Ziliax clears whatever remaining threat. 7/5 is the only bad result, right? Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew. So this is fine. I mean, we could try to get by with this if we don't think we're dead, but I'm not willing to risk it. He's out of cards. He's used both strength and numbers.